So scanning, one touch and movement.
Scanning, short distribution and fast feet. As you'll see in this particular session, we're looking for the player to scan over both shoulders, receive with a one touch, and then play the ball first time. No touches required. So it's a one touch and turn, and we've got to ensure the player is scanning all the way through. We're then going to encourage the player to move into a new space to encourage him to drag a player with him or her into an alternate space. And you'll notice the constant scanning over left and right shoulders. Also, we're encouraging good motor skills and motor movements, and we're looking for both arms to move with the legs at the same time. Confident touch is required all the way through, and we're looking for a nice, hard, confident touch.
Okay, I'll play that through once more.
Scanning, short distribution and fast feet. As you'll see in this particular session, we're looking for the player to scan over both shoulders, receive with a one touch, and then play the ball first time. No touches required. So it's a one touch and turn, and we've got to ensure the player is scanning all the way through. We're then going to encourage the player to move into a new space to encourage him to drag a player with him or her into an alternate space. And you'll notice the constant scanning over left and right shoulders. Also, we're encouraging good motor skills and motor movements, and we're looking for both arms to move with the legs at the same time. Confident touch is required all the way through, and we're looking for a nice, hard, confident touch.
Amazing. So what I'll do is I'll load up our whiteboard on here, and I'm just going to go through some really important things that you need to be looking at and thinking about. So we've got our goals here that the players are shooting into. So just done those little black lines for you. They just will showcase the goals that we've got. We've got our player here, and then we've got our coach with all the balls here. Okay. Now, what I want you to think about on here, there's a couple of really key important parts. You'll notice the word confident touch is spoken about a lot. And what we mean by a confident touch, okay, is weight. And what we're looking for is weight on the pass when you're receiving from the coach, or weight from you when you're shooting into either goal, okay? So it's important that we understand that these goals we're shooting into aren't necessarily goals. It might be a teammate that we're passing the ball to, okay? Now you've noticed here as well, we had the gates with the poles there and there, okay? Now with those gates and goals there, what we're looking for is, for you as a coach, is to be mixing up things like sideward movement. Also looking at things about forwards and backwards movements. And also talking about good motor skills. Now, what is good motor skills? It's moving arms with legs. Okay, now we're going to cover this one a little bit later on in one of our future live sessions. So really, really positive motor skills. Now, one of the final pieces on this one I would like to cover off is making sure that, for me, whenever the player is receiving the ball on this side, they should be receiving it on their left foot. And whenever they receive it on this side, for me, they should be receiving it on their right foot. It's given players, especially in the younger age groups, an understanding that there's definitely a beneficial foot to receive the ball on for many reasons. But what you've got to think about, if we talk about the left channel, if that player receives the ball on the left foot and their body is to the right of where they're receiving, that means they can protect the ball, okay? If they receive it on the right foot, they can protect it from the opposite side. One of the final things I would want to just add in on here, depending on the age groups you're working with, limit your touches to 1 or 2 touches max. Don't ever do this drill with more than 2 touches because it's not realistic to the game of football or soccer. Okay, with the younger age groups, you're probably gonna need to let them have the 2 touches because they're gonna need it. Okay, and also when you're thinking about the younger age groups, you can speak to the players about having a confident touch, but you just be careful about the weight you put on the ball to those younger players. So how can you make this a little bit simpler for them? You can play a lot more softer ball in, and make sure as a coach you've got lots of balls there all ready to go. Now, the opportunity once all the balls have gone and you've got no balls left here, that's your opportunity to stop the session, ask the players to bring all the balls back into you, maybe have a very quick chat with them, just one thing for 30 seconds, and then get them going again. Now, does this person here need to be a coach? No, this person could be a player. So you could be working in 2s or 3s. You could have a player here, player 1, player 2, player 3, and they rotate positions every 60 seconds. So player 1 is collecting balls, player 2 is feeding balls, player 3 is receiving and passing. Final little bit of advice I would give you on this one, whether you're a volunteer coach, a parent coach, or a paid coach, let the players make the decisions. What does that mean? You ask them how many touches they should be playing on, 1 or 2. Ask them if they score a goal by putting the ball in either of the mini goals. Okay, so the mini goals are just here. So if they score in any of these mini goals, how many points do they get? Also, maybe you can incentivize them if they get 6 goals in a row or 4 goals in a row without missing, they get double points. So if they go all the way up to 4 and they score 4 in a row and on the 5th one they miss, well, they'll get 4 goals for scoring 4, but then they get a bonus 4 points for getting 4 in a row as well. Mix it up and motivate it and make it fun for the players. With the older age groups, again, you can actually do the distance a little bit further away. You can make the distances between the goals further away as well to make it harder for them. You can also make sure the weight on the passes are coming in a lot harder. And again, as a coach, if you're not that good at serving balls into the players, okay, who's the best person who can do it? One of your strongest players in your squad, and get them in to fizz them balls in. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. That was scanning, one touch and movements.